We've had several comments about the reserve status of the US dollar. I wanted to cover it real quick, shed some light on it, and let it be known that there are different people in different sectors making these comments. One here today, just this morning, the NY Fed warning the dollar will lose its reserve status. Now, we look at what one of the main guys out of the Bank of England has said about this whole thing. What he says is he does not believe that the US dollar will remain a reserve currency by itself forever. They're basically stating that it's going to fall because of everything that's going on here globally, and it almost seems like he's admitting there's some staged element to this. Then he quickly steps up and says that China, as I've said a million times before, will be the next currency to be introduced into the basket, but it's not like it's just going to take over. He says it's going to take time. He said it took time for the U.S. currency to override England's. Took all the way up to like 1902 before it was a dominant currency that held a greater power than the rest of all the other currencies. And then it held that status, as you can see, for well over 100 years. And now everywhere you look, they're talking about the downfall of America, the downfall of the economy, the downfall of the dollar. It's losing its reserve currency status. And as many more chime in on this, they're saying that they feel that it's not just going to go away, but what's going to happen is the currencies like the Chinese currency are going to be utilized by countries like Russia more and more and more and more, effectively moving away slowly from the dollar and then using the Chinese currency. Now, they have their own issues as well. To me, they're setting the stage here for all of them to end up falling to where they can tell the whole world, look, this currency has all these issues, this has all these issues. Neither one's going to do the job. We need a fix for this globally. I tell you what, we're going to try to do away with all the debt globally, and we're going to install this new world currency. How quickly would everyone jump on board when they said we're going to do away with all your debt that's connected to this fiat money? All the nation's debts. Start over from scratch. Clean slate. Well, if you recall back with the tally sticks, when they introduced fiat money and they wanted to do away with the tally sticks, that's exactly what they said. We'll do away with people's debt in this area if you just accept this new fiat money, and that's what they did. Of course, they were kicking down people's doors and they were confiscating the tally sticks like they would probably do for fiat money for some time. So people just realize it's worthless. You're not going to get anything out of it anyway because it's backed by nothing. Here in this country, backed by nothing, as it used to be backed by gold. And of course, right now, China trying to back its contracts with gold as well. But more comments being made about the US dollar losing its world reserve currency. And this is coming from players at higher levels connected to the big banks and everything else that are making these statements. I'll leave a link. It's been Dabu7.